Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Catherine and this is So Much Sewing. So Much Sewing is a channel all about sewing. It's all about my sewing adventure. So if you're obsessed with sewing as much as I am, I hope you'll stick around and watch my video. I hope you'll like, subscribe, do all that stuff. You know what to do. Today what I'm doing is I'm showing you a bunch of patterns that I purchased just this week. They just arrived yesterday, and I'm also going to pair it with some fabrics that I have from my stash. Now I don't know whether any of these items will actually get made up in the fabric that I'm showing you. It's just some ideas. I just thought I would rummage through my fabric stash and see what I came up with, and I actually quite like a lot of these pairings, so you never know, you might actually see these on my channel one day in the near future. I've got 3 weeks off over Christmas, so I am bound to get at least a little bit of sewing done. So these patterns I purchased from Pattern Posty here in New Zealand. It's an online pattern store. They have all the big four, big five, whatever it is, plus they have Style Arc, Jali. There's a new pattern company which I hadn't seen before. They only have a couple of, Pattern Posty only have a couple of their patterns, so I'll put the name of the company down here. So yeah, mostly big four stuff, but a few independent patterns as well. Now the exciting thing is that Bronwyn from Pattern Posty has got a half price sale on at the moment, so I could not resist. That's why I bought a bunch of patterns, because they were half price. Not every single brand is half price. All the big four, big five, the commercial, let's call them commercial, all the commercial pattern companies are half price, including Vogue, which is amazing. So yes, as of today, which is Friday the 8th of, is it the 8th? No, it's not, it's the 15th. Friday the 15th of December, as of today, the half price sale is still going, so I'll try and get this, in fact maybe I'll make this a Friday sews, and I'll try and get this up, edited and up tonight. So if you're interested, if you're in New Zealand or Australia or anywhere really, if you're interested in getting some half price patterns, and who isn't, then you might still have the opportunity to pop onto Pattern Posty website and get some bargains. I'll put the name down here, and I'll also obviously link to her online store in the comment section below. The first one I will show you is this McCall's M8035. So I think this is a very cute dress. I in particular like this version here with the splits up the side, a little bit like, you will recognise my Princess Leia dress in the background there. If you don't know the story about Princess Leia, I'll link that video up here, and I'll link it down below so you can go and have a look at that. But that dress has got splits up the side there, and as does this one, and I really like that. I like that it's got the high empire waistline with the elastic there, which I'm hoping would be quite a nice style on my body shape. I would not go for that one with the peplum around it up here. That's just not me at all. Potentially this, but I probably wouldn't have the ruffle around the bottom. It would just be a plain skirt. But this is the one. This is the one that's caught my eye, and that's the one that's made me buy this pattern. And so I've got some fabrics that I got from my fabric stash. I've started with this pattern because visually, for you to look at these fabrics, it's probably the most interesting, the least most exciting, because of the colour. It's just quite a plain colour, but I feel like this dress here made up in these fabrics are probably going to be the most wearable. I think, yeah, very wearable design, very wearable garment for me. So the first fabric, I've probably shown you this before, is a sort of a crinkly viscose or rayon. It's a crepey texture, but it's very, very lightweight. And so this has got endless amounts of drape to it, and I just imagine this will be a nice lightweight floaty flowy dress. So as I say, the colour's probably a bit dull for visual interest on YouTube, but I think made up in that dress it would be so wearable, just so easy to throw on in the summer months and be cool and comfortable. And of course I could do any kind of sleeve on there. That's got a sort of a puffy sleeve there, but and in fact what did I make? I made a Helen's Closet moss jacket recently in a kingfisher coloured crepe, similar to this but a bit heavier, which for cooler times I could probably throw over the top of that dress. Here we are. I've done an artful arrangement here for you on the coat hanger just to show you how this might look. This dress here with my moss jacket from Helen's Closet over the top. The kimono-y sleeve on the moss jacket can handle a longer puff sleeve underneath it. So, you know, I think this could be a bit of a combination for when the weather gets a little bit cooler, but otherwise this fabric on its own would make a lovely floaty casual dress like that, I think. I should just say what I'm wearing is a Vogue top. I cannot remember the number, so I'll pop it down here and put a picture in for you. I made this recently, you may have seen, in a beautiful, I really love this rayon jersey. It's a really nice weight. It's a little bit sort of heavier. Well, I wouldn't call it heavy, but it's just a really nice weight. It's very nice and comfortable to wear and very, very soft. And I've pulled this out of the wardrobe today because it's been a bit cooler. It's 19 degrees Celsius, which is this Fahrenheit. So it's been a little bit cooler today, so I've got out my long sleeves, and I even wore my grey charcoal linen Helen's Closet moss jacket that I'd made many moons ago. I wore that with this today as well. The next pattern to talk to you about is Vogue 9329. This again is a really easy wearing dress, I would say. It's got great shaping through the waist, the opportunity to put some colour blocking in if you choose to do that. You may not choose to do that. I may choose to do that or may not. I'm not sure yet. You can do it plain as well. I also think this could look good a bit shorter as a tunic top. Sorry, can you hear that cat meowing outside the door? One moment please. I'm sitting in his room, you see, so hang on a second. Come on. One of my mini critters, as Anna, one of my viewers, calls them. So back to this useful little number. I've got this fabric here. I've got loads and loads of this. This is an Ecotech jersey that I got from Spotlight here in New Zealand. Again, it's quite a nice weight. You can see the white back on it if you stretch it too far, but nothing's ever going to be stretched on my body so far that you're going to see the sort of white background showing through. So I have a lot of this. I could do the whole dress in this, which I think would be, you know, a really cool thing to do. I also have this. It's a bit lighter weight, so I hope it would work together. I've probably got another jersey, a navy jersey that is a similar weight. It probably would work anyway, but so I could do that colour blocking, colour panel on it if I chose to. I think the colour match there is quite good. So that's one option for that pattern there. again, I just think that's so easy wearing, whether you do the longer sleeves for winter time or whether you do a shorter sleeve for summertime. Imagine just throwing that little dress on with a pair of sneakers for summertime wearing, and in the winter time I would put that with thick tights and boots. So yeah, and like I say, I would quite like to do that in a shorter tunic sort of version, and I could do that in this fabric here. I only have 2 meters of this, and this takes something like 2.3 meters. Yeah, probably 2.3 meters. Well, I'm short, so maybe I could get away with 2 meters for this dress. It would be a case of, you know, start the process and see how I go. But this fabric here came from the Dahlia Society, one of her bespoke boxes. Excuse me. And I swapped this with Stacey J in Wellington when I went down and met up with her and Deb from Slap Happy Sewing recently. So I would love to make that up, and you know, I think that would be a really good option. This next one is just so cute. Look at that. McCall's M8197, the cutest. I almost think that that red and white spot looks like a Minnie Mouse dress, but it's so much better than a Minnie Mouse dress. I love it. Love. I love that empire waistline there and the fullness of the skirt. This is the dress I would make. I could possibly make that to wear with a jacket over the top, but that's the one that's got my eye. But yeah, I just think that's the cutest thing. And I've got a wedding coming up in February. My beautiful niece is getting married here in New Zealand, down south. It will be summertime still in February. Yeah, it'll still be quite hot. Generally February is quite hot in New Zealand, so I will be wearing something summery, and I just think that could be a really cute outfit for the wedding. I've got this fabric here which is a cotton. It's a really lovely, it's probably a lawn, I would say, and I got this on Trade Me, so it's a D-stash. Look at all those beautiful summery colours. Isn't that gorgeous? And I think that would look pretty cute in that dress. What do you think? But what I probably would do first is I probably would make the dress in this fabric before, and I've shown you this before, and I have not been able to decide what to do with it. I just can't decide what to do with it. So to me that then becomes a sort of a toile fabric if I don't know what to do with it, if nothing really jumps out at me. I'm wondering if I should toile this dress in this fabric, which would still be a wearable dress. I think that again would still be really cute for summertime, but just not as dressy as this lovely sort of watercolour painterly type thing. So what do you think about that idea? This is less structured, so it would be not quite, yeah, wouldn't hold the shape of the skirt quite so much perhaps, but yeah, so I wonder if I might toile this in this, and then with the end goal perhaps. I just think that would look very, very special. What are your thoughts? This last pattern is Burda 6773, and this, of all the patterns, well, this one and the first dress that I showed you are the ones I'm most keen to get made up pretty soon. This one will actually be a winter make, so I should make the first dress first. Oh, and then I have to make the Minnie Mouse dress for my niece's wedding in February. So yeah, so already the plan has been disrupted somewhat, but this will be fabulous. I have so many fabrics in mind for this. It's the jacket that I'm interested in. I like the cropped jacket here, but I also like that this other one, you can put now I might need to put my glasses on for this one. I like that you can put the little sort of a peplumy thing on. I haven't looked at the instructions properly. Yeah, but you can just see on the creamy coloured one up the top there that it's sort of looks separate, and I think this one is unlined and I think this one is lined, which then allows you to put that peplumy thing on the bottom. And my idea for that is with this one is that you could use a different fabric. So let me just show you what I have in mind. The shift dress is not my style, but that jacket I think I could get a lot of wear out of. Now the cat has just jumped up on my pile of fabrics, so excuse me as I wrestle with him. Harry, mate, you're on my stuff. You're on my stuff. Okay, thanks. So this first one it's a polished cotton. This is a de-stash from Trade Me as well. So you can see I do like to get a lot of fabrics. I talk a lot about fabrics that I purchase on Trade Me, which is our Craigslist, our eBay, Gumtree, that sort of thing. A lot of people try and charge a lot of money on there, you know, but you can get some bargains. And of course you can buy some fabrics and you get them in the post. You open up the parcel and you're like, oh, that's not what I expected, but you do get some good things for a reasonable price. So this is one of them. That is a very gorgeous, I mean, that's a very dressy fabric, isn't it? It's a polished cotton. Oh, it's got a slight crossways stretch to it, so just really for ease of wearing. But I think that would look absolutely beautiful in that cropped jacket. I've got a lot of it though. Oh no, I haven't got a lot. I've got 2 meters and this probably takes 1.5-ish, but that's okay. So yeah, I think that's gorgeous. In fact, that would be a very special occasion jacket. Not that I have too many special occasions to wear these things to, but I think you could easily dress this down also with, you know, just depending on what you choose to pair with it. One of my thoughts was that I could pair, for the peplumy bit on here, I could do a different colour. I mean, probably I wouldn't use this fabric because this fabric is a little bit special to me because I purchased it recently when I went to the Fine Cloth Co in Wellington with Deb and Stacey when I met up with girls down there. But, you know, you could put this on the bottom, make your main part of the jacket in this sort of fabric and do an accent with this, you know, a different fabric. So that is one idea that I have. But this is the combination that I'm really, really excited to make up. And possibly what I would do is use the polished cotton with the black and the big flowers that I just showed you. I do that as a toile. And then I have this really gorgeous, I can't remember exactly what this is, but I'm very sure it's a merino, sort of a twill. I'm very, very sure it's at least a lot merino, if not entirely merino. It feels so soft. Again, it's been in my stash, so it's got random bits on it from my cupboard. I don't know where they've come from, but I wish you could feel how gorgeous this is, and I hope you can see the texture on it. It's a real twill texture. I I think I have 2 meters of this. This has been in my stash for a while, waiting for the right pattern. And I just really think, this would need to be lined, I suppose. Although if it's a wintry jacket and I'm wearing long sleeves underneath, then perhaps I don't need to. But if I was to make that top one with the peplumy thing on it, these are a couple of ideas that I have of putting this as the peplum on the bottom, which I love this. This is just a random, I'm sure it's polyester, but it's just a little piece that I picked up probably on Trade Me. And I also have this sort of satiny type thing. Again, it'll be polyester, but it has 2 sides on it. One side's a little less shiny, so I probably would use that side, I suppose, the slightly less shiny side, because the shiny side would probably dress this up a little more than I would wear on a regular basis. I would probably prefer this less shiny side, and that way I feel like I could dress it down a little bit more. So yeah, this is the one that I'm really excited to make up first. I wish you could feel this, it just feels divine. So as I said earlier, because the Pattern Postie half price sale could finish at any moment, what I'll do is I'll turn this video into a Friday sews so that I can edit it tonight and pop it up tonight, just to make sure that if you did want to pick up any half price patterns, and who doesn't, that might give you the opportunity to do that before the sale ends. So that means Friday sews, you now need to know what I am working on at the moment. I've shown you some plans. You now need to know what I have been working on. I have actually a couple of items to show you, and I've got another one that I'm probably going to make up this weekend, and so that will be my green edit. The 2 items I've made are green, and this other item I just mentioned that I need to make up this weekend is also green, so that will be a green theme video. You probably will see that in the new year. So that's what I've been working on. I am currently, I'm very excited about this, I am currently working on a shoreline dress hack, the Pattern Emporium new pattern, the shoreline shirt. I am hacking this, and I'm very excited about it, and I'm really nearly finished it, so that will be another vlog you will see coming up very soon. And what's the other thing? The Friday sews a little bit about life. Well, my life is quite uneventful. I don't have exciting things to tell you. I'm just getting ready for Christmas like the rest of us. I'm finishing up work midway through next week, so I'm going to have 3 weeks off, which I am so looking forward to. I think in the Northern Hemisphere, I think you make a big deal of Christmas, but I don't think you have Christmas holidays the way we do here in New Zealand, because it's the middle of summer, and so we have big holidays. Most people have sort of 2 to 3 weeks off around Christmas time, and so it's just a really good time to recharge. We have got so much work to do around our house. I will talk about that in future times, but there's a lot of work for us to be doing, not least of all because one of our silly dogs, the little white one who you may have seen on videos busting in on my videos from time to time, has just decided that she is an escape artist. After 4 years of being perfectly happy to be inside a really huge and lovely purpose-built pen that my husband built, that also has a giant kennel which is fully insulated. She's been hanging out in there for the last 4 years while Chris and I are away at work, but all of a sudden she's decided she doesn't want to do that anymore, and she keeps escaping. So she and the other dog have been chewing their way through fences. They've been even chewing their way through wire. She got a piece of wire stuck in her face. It was awful. She's fine and it's healed very, very well, but she obviously, we came home one day to find that she'd obviously stabbed herself in the face with some wire because she chewed through some blimmin' wire, jumped over a 6-foot high fence. So that's one thing that we absolutely have to get sorted over this Christmas holidays, is make sure that she's inside some kind of enclosure that she cannot escape from, that she's safe in, and she's not going to hurt herself. So that's probably priority number one. Anyway, that's it for me today. There are just so many Vlogmases on at the moment. I can't watch them all. You're probably the same, but so hopefully this video is nice and short and sweet, and it will allow you to have a little bit of a break before you get back and watch your next Vlogmas video. So I'll see you next week. I hope you're well, I hope you're happy, and I hope you're getting loads and loads of sewing done. See you soon. Bye.